In this video, we shall discuss who deserves authorship in the list of authors. In other words, we shall discuss authorship criteria. Scientific authorship is most likely the most central pillar of science publishing ethics. While analyzing published research on issues related to authorship, we found that the majority of the researchers highlighted the concern about the lack of compliance with authorship criteria. According to the recommendations of the International Committee of Medical Journal Editors, an individual should fulfill all the 4 criteria: substantial contributions to the conception or design of the work, or acquisition, analysis, or interpretation of data for the work to be published, drafting the work or reviewing it critically for important intellectual content, approval of the final version of the manuscript to be published. Finally, agreement to be accountable for all aspects of the work in ensuring that questions related to the accuracy or integrity of any part of the work are appropriately investigated and resolved. A scholarly or scientific publication is an intellectual output. Although the preparation of a manuscript needs financial resources, logistics to conduct experiments or surveys, and the ability to put the idea and results in words, that is, efficiency of language, at the core of its preparation, it is the intellectual contributions that make a manuscript an intellectual output. Scholarly or scientific publication starts with a novel idea. There is no doubt that idea of novelty is subjective, yet a scholarly publication must have novel contents in terms of any or all of the following components: idea or hypothesis, research design, type or nature of the data, data interpretation, and finally data application. Data analysis and interpretation are the core of intellectual output. A manuscript as an intellectual output is different from any report based on routine data collection, such as recording the rainfall in an area at different seasons, or collecting clinical data from patients, and finally writing reports on those data. Writing a report based on routine data collection needs logistic support. However, a routine report could become a scholarly output if there is any intellectual input with an added analysis and interpretation of the data. Based on the above discussion, it might be clear that an individual must contribute intellectually to be credited as an author of a scholarly or scientific publication. Here is a list of intellectual activities and logistic services that might be needed for the production of a scholarly publication. This list is not exhaustive. Formulation of the research idea, concept or hypothesis, research design, and result analysis are just a few of many possible intellectual activities. It is important to note that one would need to contribute at least any one or more intellectual activities that are required for the production of a paper. While language editing, providing laboratory facilities, or routine data collection are more of a logistic services. However, contributing to any or all of the logistic services does not guarantee authorship of a scholarly publication. I wish you all the best for your scientific venture.